Universal Gaming. I'm your host, Paula Brandt. Today, we're going to have some Dungeons and Dragons story time, some Skyrim, some Fortnite, and we're going to go into detail about some local events that you can participate in. We've got a new place that we're meeting at. If you have a question or comment or an event you'd like us to cover, email me at brantp23@yahoo.com. We'll be right back after this. Welcome to another Dungeons and Dragons story time, where I go over my notes as a game master. This Welcome to another Dungeons and Dragons story time. I'm Dungeon Master Paula, and we're going to go through my notes as a Dungeon Master. And this one's a little more of a story. This is Forgotten Realms. The campaign date was 10/22/17. The date in the game is Myrtle 8/13/72. Humphrey, the gnome sorcerer, is having a masterwork mug made with a carving on it of a man and a wolf. He eventually gives that to Justin's character, who's a paladin, who got bit by Cliff's character, who is a werewolf. So they started the Covenant Hill adventure. This adventure is out of the AEG Adventure 1 book. It's also out of a little pamphlet that Alderac Entertainment Group made called Covenant Hill. It's a little adventure about, I have a feeling I've done this before in a video, but it's an adventure about a small village that you can place anywhere, and up on the hill overlooking the village there's a cemetery and an old church, and there's a lich down in the catacombs raising the dead. Okay, so they started that adventure. They fight an ECL5 owlbear. Devon's 5-headed hydra character was offered some owlbear meat. They camped for the night. This here's their experience. And currently, that's all that they did this time. 1/14/2018. Myrtle 10/13/72 at dawn. It is the full moon is on Myrtle 14, and it'll last for 3 days. Cliff is making a new character, a fighter. He doesn't show up that often, but that's okay. And like I said, they started the adventure Covenant Hill. 1d3 strength, 1d3 con, gone from River the Dragon. I guess River, the dragon NPC that's with the party, must have got attacked and took some strength and con damage. Excuse me. On the way to the village, I put Heathwick Village from that adventure, Covenant Hill by Alderac Entertainment Group. I put the village of Heathwick 1 day east of Neverwinter in the the Neverwinter Woods on the east side of the river. The players brought 2 apprentices with them from the village to go in the catacombs of the church and the graveyard up on the hill. Daniel talked to Devon's character about adventuring. Devon was in Hap Village and was teleported against his will to do an adventure for a deity. Okay, so this character was not his 5-headed Hydra. This was his barbarian and his direwolf companion, named Coda, and his direwolf named Claw. So Claw and Coda were in Hap Village and were teleported against their will to do an adventure for a deity. They were in another adventure, and I allowed him to bring that character into this game. Planar adventure. So he told Daniel about Star the Dragon from that adventure. Night 1, watch was Humphrey and Justin's character. Character Humphrey and Justin, the player's character, and the night was that watch was uneventful. Watch 2 was Judah, George, Dragon, and the Dead Warrior and 6 ghouls, CC05, CR3. Night Watch 3 was Joe, John, and the Undead Dracolich Dragon, White, CR7. Watch 4 was Devon and the Wolf and the All-Where Sleeps. Treasure was 6,000 silver, 50 gold, 500 gold, and a Magic Item Compendium, page 65, Phoenix Ash Threat Least. Daniel took 10 dragon bones of the white dragon. They found 900 gold, 50 gold, 300 gold, and DMG page 278, external arcane wand of shield, and a scroll of mass lesser vigor that the cleric John took. Game date Myrtle 11/13/72. They identified the gem to sell when they get back to Neverwinter. Here is their experience. I'll keep scrolling down. More experience. There's their levels. A little bit more treasure was plate mail and a bastard sword. Myrtle 11/13/72. They're in room 4 of Covenant Hill. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. So, as the director of Universal Gaming, we have a fundraiser, which is our yearly convention. It is November of 2026. Like I said, it's a fundraiser, but it's also a convention. So you can come and play games. Sign-ups are ready for that. Just email me at brantp23@yahoo.com and we will get you the jot form so you can sign up to run events or just to come and as admission. Um, we have several things going on. Plus, we're partnering with the FOB, which is the Forward Operating Base. My friend Chris is running. It is basically, in a nutshell, a community center for vets. Vets can, and the public is welcome to come too, but vets can get mental health. They can get all the resources that they need as a veteran. And also, there's a gym there, there's events there going on. It's out by Memorial Park. And twice a month, I'm running their board game slash role play game nights. So game night is on the second and the fourth Friday of every month from 6 to 9 at the FOB. Email me if you want directions or you're interested. We've got room with big 8x3 tables where you can spread out and you can run games, or you can just bring games and play them in two small rooms. And like I said, it's a community center, but it's also the public can come to. If you also like, another thing that we do is we have Fort Wayne Gaming, which is a group on meetup.com. We have over 1,000 members, and we have weekly events. I post the events for the FOB there. I post the game days there where we meet at local game stores, and we also have an every Friday night thing going on at GameQuest. If you want to run an event, if you run an event, say at another game store, or you want to run an event at the FOB, or you want to run something at a coffee shop or a college cafeteria or anything, we share those events too on all our social media, and it's free, and you can post all these events. Say you've got a group that meets to play Risk, and you want to play Risk and you want to invite more people to play it. You've got a date, a time, location. Let me know. Put your email on that. Let me know. We'll advertise it for you for free. We'll share it on our social media. You want to run a role play game. Date, time, location, your email. We can put the word out for you on social media. It's all free. We like to share the events that are going on. I like to go to Spiel Freaks a lot. It's on the first Friday of every month over at Purdue University in Waub Union. You can check that out. That's totally free. It's for college students and the public. Can go to that one. They meet on other locations, which is just college students, but that one on the first Friday at 7 to 10 in Purdue University Waub basement. So you go to the parking garage 2, you walk out, you go to the left. You go in the building, you go to the left and down the stairs. That's where it's at, by the piano. Just lots of people. There's about 20 people there every month playing games. They bring card games, board games, a little bit of role play games. It's all free and it's fun. Check out our events calendar. It's coming up right after this, and it has all the information you need. If you need more information or that was too fast or something, rewind the video if you're watching on YouTube, or you can email me at brantp23@yahoo.com. We'll give you the information. To the area events calendar, brought to you by Universal Gaming. To add an event, email us at brantp23@yahoo.com. The Fort Wayne Hobby and Collectibles Show at the Allen County Fairgrounds, 11 to 4, March 26, 2026, May 24, 2026, September 6, 2026, and November 8, 2026. Gen Con Indianapolis, July 30 to August 2, 2026, at the Indianapolis Convention Center. Lots of gaming. Highly recommend. OogaCon Gaming Convention, Shove Park, Riverside Pavilion, November 14, 2026, from noon to 8. Email us to register your event or just to come and attend. MadCon Game Convention, Friday, October 23rd through 25th, 2026, at the Grand Wayne Convention Center. Game Night at the FOB. The FOB is a community center for veterans and the public. It's at 2301 Pennsylvania Street, Fort Wayne, Indiana. We meet on the second and the fourth Friday night of every month from 6 to 9 p.m. Game Quest. Play Magic the Gathering, board games, and role-play games in store. Retro Evolution, Inwood Drive, Fort Wayne. Crafty Coins, game store and hobby shop on Inwood Drive. Find them on Facebook. Fort Wayne Game Show. Here you can play your own game show in downtown Fort Wayne. Spiel Freaks meets on the first Friday of each month in the basement of the Waub building. Parking garage 2, just park there and go inside and go downstairs. Go to the left and go downstairs by the piano. It's lots of fun. Board games, card games, free. Round Table Games and Kurt's Cafe, game store on Coldwater Road. Arcade, comics, collectibles, and toys on Straight Street. Power 9 Gaming, Magic the Gathering, Warhammer, and more on Lima Road in Fort Wayne. Warhammer, Apple Glen Boulevard, it's near Jefferson Point. Burnt Comics and Toys, Coliseum Boulevard. Hot Sauce Games, not sure if they're still in existence. Please let me know. State Boulevard. Disc Replay on Coldwater Road in Fort Wayne, selling DVDs, electronics, PlayStation, Nintendo, Sega, Xbox, and more. The Game Attic. You want to learn how to play Dungeons and Dragons? You can rent out their rooms, I believe, or come and play events. Books, Comics, and Things on Maple Crest and Time Corners. Comic books, board games, card games. DZ Gaming in Decatur. The Danger Room in Anderson, Indiana. Shanks Golf Lounge in Auburn, Indiana. I share a lot of their Facebook posts on Fort Wayne Gaming FW, and they seem to have a lot of Mario Kart tournaments and other video gaming. Kingdom Cards and Games in Kokomo. Hotspot Collectibles and Toys in Brownsburg, Indiana. Kokomo Toys and Collectimos in Kokomo. Fantasy Games in South Bend, Indiana. Video Games and Systems in Kendallville. See them on Facebook. Gauntlet Retro Games on Maumee Street in Angola, Indiana. Super Geeks Gaming in Warsaw. TCB Games in Huntington, Indiana. Fort Wayne Area Role-Playing Games on Facebook. You can talk about games and meet people to play games. Fort Wayne Gaming. We are on meetup.com. There you can talk about games and post your own meetups for game-seeking players. We have about 1,000 members, and we meet weekly to play games. Universal Gaming Fort Wayne on Facebook. View area events or post your own. Meet and Game. This is usually on the second and the fourth Saturday of every month. It's usually on a Saturday afternoon at a local place. You can RSVP on meetup.com under the Fort Wayne Gaming Group. Game Hub is a small church near Leo Cedarville, and they meet monthly to play games. They also have a huge board game sale in the summer, and apparently 4 times a year according to this slide. You can find them on Facebook. Universal Gaming. All addresses and pictures came from the mentioned store or convention websites or Facebook pages. Game pictures from the Meet and Game Day slide are from a Google search. Again, if you've got an event you'd like us to put on our event calendar, email us at brantp23@yahoo.com.
Come join us at the Fob sometime for game night. We got tables. And we got a Mac. Come join us at the Fob sometime for game night. We got Xbox. That's all the time we have today for Universal Gaming. I hope your dice roll 20s, and we'll see you next time.